Welcome to the Academy Answers podcast. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening in. And we always get started this way. We play our creed, something we live by. And that is, we don't worry, we work. We don't doubt, we believe. We don't make excuses, we hustle. We don't talk about it, we are about it. We don't follow, we lead. We don't do it to have, we do it to become. We're not victims, we take responsibility. We're not suckers, we earn our spot. We're not a statistics, we stand for something. We are not the clay, we are the potters. We design our own lives. Let's jump into the podcast, guys. Hope it can bring you some value today. Let's go. Hey guys, morning. Welcome to the Academy Answers podcast, where I always seem to get tongue-tied there. You notice? Academy Answers. Welcome to Academy Answers podcast. Oh my God, these double A's have me the worst of ways. Yes. So welcome to our podcast. Thank you for listening. And we talk about personal development, success, freedom, happiness, and we believe in people reaching their full potentials. And when we get questions on these topics from the work we do on social media, on our email list, generally, and even here, I want to answer it at scale so more people can benefit from it, because I always believe that, and it is proven that whatever we go through as human beings, there are so many other people who go through the same type of stuff, maybe at different points in their life. And sometimes we hear something and it is stored somewhere in our subconscious mind, and we are not yet going through that problem, but sometime down the road we're able to give advice to somebody going through the problem, or we stumble upon that same roadblock at some point, and we have the information. Information will set you free as long as you add action to it and add the right attitude to it. It is information. Everything you do is because of a result of what you know. So I always say that people try to hack their way into good judgment or hack their way into a good decision. By that I mean, you go through life, do the regular stuff, get the information, don't do the work, and then you come up into a problem and you think that you'll have the best judgment, you'll have the best set of faculties to solve it, and you'll throw the best type of intelligence at it. That doesn't happen. Whatever you're able to come up with in terms of thinking solutions is as a matter of what you have put into your mind and the experiences that you have had. You're not going to be able to give something that you don't have. So if there's a problem, if there are issues in your life, whether there's money issues, whether there's relationship issues, whether it is dealing with people, whatever issues, management issues, business issues, unless you got the information or have the experience, you will not be able to make the best decision. So we cannot hope for good decisions. We have to do the work. We have to prepare, because when the opportunity arises or when the crisis arises, it will be too late to prepare. So we have to do it now. So this question is, Lowen, why do I procrastinate so much? How can I stop procrastination? What causes me to be procrastinating? Procrastination's huge topic, huge topic. I'm happy you asked this question, and I'll just tell you that procrastination is not the problem. It's a symptom of a bigger problem. It's usually the symptom of a few bigger problems. You may be having one of them, you may be having quite a few of them. And the first problem, or you may be having, is that you are in bad habits. I think it was Warren Buffett who said that the chains of discipline of habits are hard to form and hard to break. You may be in a habit loop, something that causes you to be doing X when you should be doing Y. Let's say you're working on your side business. I like to talk about business a lot because I think business is the vehicle through which we create something, and I think a life becomes meaningful when we create something. And creation in its broadest sense, when we create something that we can say, yes, we did that, we created this, we have this thing, we did have this thing that did XYZ for the world, for the universe, for my family, for myself. Creation, creating something. So The time when you're supposed to be creating something, maybe you're into the habit of using that time to do something else. You come home from work, you got home at 6, and you are around the house until 11 o'clock at night. You just go into bed. You have 5 hours that you are in the habit of watching TV, talking on the phone, being on social media, finding crazy stuff to do around the house, and you have done that for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and now you want to say, okay, I'm going to work on my side business. I don't have time. But the time that you have is sucked into a habit. So it is one real cause of that problem of procrastination is habits, bad habits, or habits that don't serve you, that you're so steeped in. The next problem is belief system. If you don't believe, if you don't have the attitude of self-confidence, if you don't have the courage, if you don't have that strong sense of I can in you, you will procrastinate because you don't believe in yourself enough to do it. So you don't think you can actually do it, so you put it off. You're not convicted, you're not really solid, you don't have a resolve in you that, look, I can figure this thing out, I am going to figure it out. That is one of the other problems, your belief system. You have got to fix that. You have got to go in and start to find out, how do I feed my mind to kind of dissipate and delete this negative consciousness and this disempowering programming that is in me, that is causing me to not have the self-confidence that I need to get this thing done. You will never do anything in this world without confidence and courage. You need that confidence. Confidence is the mother of courage. That's why what makes you take the next step. And courage is not this great fight that you attack things every time. Sometimes courage is the thing that make you go to bed and wake up tomorrow morning and say, hey, yesterday was whacked, I'm going to do it again. That's what it is. So courage is just two different things between the man who is courageous and the man who is not courageous, is what they do next. So if you and I are facing a situation and you turn away, makes you weak. If I say, okay, I'm just going to take a next step, whatever happens, that makes me strong. That gives me courage. That's what it is. And the next thing that causes us to procrastinate is the people we surround ourselves with, are the ideas we surround ourselves with. As they say, you're the average of you must be tired of hearing this. You're the average of the 5 people you spend most of the time with. It's the same average salary you guys have, the same type homes, the same way you live, the same standard of living, the same everything, same things you talk about, same TV shows you watch, all that stuff. You become the average of the 5 people that you hang with, you spend the most time with. If you are procrastinating, a lot of times it is the circle, the environment, people you are around who are not wanting more, who are not going after anything different. If one person start to go to the gym, it's likely that at least half their circle will start to go to the gym too, or do something healthy in that regard. Sooner or later, if you are consistently in a group and you're going to the gym for 2 years, some other 2 people out of that 5 will come to the gym. So we kind of model each other. There's a subconscious mirror imaging that really does affect the human experience. Don't be surface. Always understand that there are things happening in the background. And that's one of the things that happen in the background. You pick up stuff from other people. Naturally, you're just going. Let's say there's an expression that's going on and somebody in your circle uses the expression. Pretty soon, you will get it. Subconsciously, you start to use that same expression. That's why you hear people use the same expressions all over the place, because we do pick up from each other. Not consciously, subconsciously. That is the other thing. And I'll give you one last thing. There are many other things that could go down that list. And the other thing is that you are distracted. You are so distracted, being caught up in the frivolities. And now more than ever, when mass media and social media is everywhere, there's a thing they call attention that marketing thrives on. Attention is what makes things sell. Long back in the days, people used to spend 50 million, 100 million a year, 200 million, a billion a year on advertising to get our attention, to interrupt our pattern when we were watching something. That's why you see the ads come up on the TV shows. You're watching, boof, ad comes in, and people interrupt you so often, and they plug those messages to your brain, till you automatically buy into it. That's what's happening on social media now. you're scrolling and you're scrolling, and your brain is being conditioned. Your brain is being conditioned. Your brain is being conditioned. And your brain is being conditioned as you scroll with different messages and different perspective and different things, and everybody's trying to capture your attention to make a quick buck. The only person not trying to make a quick buck is a person trying to make a quicker buck. And then they have captured your attention and they have you there just looking at what they want you to look at and ignoring what you should be looking at. That's what they have you doing. Fueling their cause and ignoring yours. You're procrastinating it away because they have appealed to the common impulse and have captured your attention, and they totally are in control of it, and it has become addictive because the human experience forms habits easily, especially when they're impulsive habits. The mind is weak. The mind likes normal. The mind is weak and the mind is strong, meaning that the mind always tries to optimize. It doesn't want to do anything new all the time. Just as I'm driving right now, I'm not doing anything. The mind already knows how to drive. The brain is taking me there. It is taking me to where I'm going because it knows what to do, and it likes to do that. If I try to start to take different routes, it will do everything to make me go back to normal. That's what your brain does. Your brain is not wired to make you successful. You have to rewire it to push, to sacrifice, to take the least beaten path, to go up against a resistance to make yourself successful. So the mind is keeping you on social media. It forms habits and patterns. The mind actually has elastic tissues. It can bend and stretch into any form that you focus on doing activities in. So when you get into these social media and this mindless stuff, it captures that and it loves to do it, and it will be the hardest thing to break, because every time the weak impulses always take you back there, take you back, take you back, take you back. And because of that, you procrastinate. You're like, okay, I spent 3 hours looking at this. I don't have time. I have to go to bed. I have to go to work tomorrow morning. Okay, wow, I should have called mom. Whoa, I said I was gonna get this done. Oh my God, I didn't write my list. Oh God, I didn't pack my stuff. And you've just put off things because your brain and attention and desires is being pulled a different direction. So that's what you need to look at. You need to look at what's distracting you. You need to look at the people you surround yourself with. You need to look at the habits that you have formed. And you need to look at your belief system. And that will help you with procrastination. But the golden thing is that anything that you want to do better at, anything that you want to have more information on, anything that you want to change in your life, the best way to do it, bearing in mind that what works for one don't work for all, the best way to do it is to become a student of the stupid thing. Become a student of it. Go get the information. You might find something that works for you or works wonders. Somebody else again with something that they tried and it worked for them. Go out there, become a student. You'll come into the information, and don't leave until you get the information you want, until you get over that procrastination thing. Thank you guys. A little long this morning, but thank you so much. Have a good day. As always, you can find me on Instagram, LouisMotivatorCar.com, Facebook, LouisMotivatorCar.com, and all the other social media. Success Academy on Twitter, Success Academy of Success, Happiness, Full Potential on YouTube. Thanks for joining me. Always a pleasure, my friends. Love you.